Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome to my mess of a life. And who knows what else. I don't know what the name of the show is. It's been a it's been a somewhat interesting day, man. If anything more, this is more of an introspective look at my all I can think of is my descent into madness. But that's like because I saw that on someone's Instagram. Shout out. Who knows? This has been a long time coming in terms of many things, man. Podcasting, YouTube. I am a child of YouTube, man. Jesus Christ. I'm actually doing it. All right, calm. So what do we do now? What do we do now? Well, to be fair, my original idea was to actually. You can see me touching myself with you. To actually just go on the news and stuff, I guess. Just to like to react to the news, I guess. When you actually voice these things out loud rather than just thinking in your head and actually thinking that other people are going to watch it, it's so much harder than you think. And it's more like your ideas are just very undeveloped, very underdeveloped. Biden signs orders ending key Trump policies. Can I share my screen? I might as well just share my screen. Is there anything that I would not feel comfortable? Not really. You can see my last name, but by the time I'm big, right, everyone will know my last name. So how about we do that? Share screen. Hey, ooh, look at that pretty mug. I should have shaved. Doesn't matter. No. Okay, Biden signs orders ending key Trump policies. My apologies. It's been such a long, unnecessarily anxious day, but some cool little discoveries have been made. Like the world is really just for example, should I tell you? Why not? Does it matter? Basically, there's this thing called Adobe something something that is basically like allows you to make cartoons. And I'm thinking, oh, I could make this. I could make myself into a cartoon. I'm a humongous fan of like Boondocks, South Park. I grew up on South Park, man. Family Guy, like any. I guess a bit of history for context to the audiences should be given. Um, my name's Robert Vladenju. I am Romanian. I came to the UK when I was 10. I lived up in Darlington for a little bit. And then we moved to London. And I've been in Dagenham my whole life. Well, except for the last 4 years. I'm a student. Should I say the university? Does it matter? No. University of Warwick. I'm a student at the University of Warwick. Yeah. That's been a mess. Oh my god, dude, that's been a fucking mess. Swear down. I've basically like not fucked up. It's not like somewhat intentionally. I have a very unhealthy eating pattern, man. And that's been like fucking me up. I used to be super overweight as well. Almost it's almost retarded. I just didn't know better. Like as the years progressed, I've realized I am stupid and I've stopped doing the stupid and stupid and stupid things. So somewhat the trend is somewhat progressive. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, I just had shroom tea today. It was very nice to be honest. It was very relaxing. I was jumping around like a cat, but like not in a crazy way, in a kind of I'm actually like feeding my body well again. because I've been eating like fucking not even like garbage really. That's the thing. Diet is a complicated thing. Okay, cool. So Biden signs orders ending key Trump policies. Cool. I don't really care about politics, man. But I'm more interested in like I'm more interested in like the impacts they have on people rather than the policies themselves. Well, to be fair, to actually know the impact, you should know the policies, right? So, okay, let's click. It's live. Well, well, well. Oh my days. Why are we letting all these super duper old people into office? I don't really understand. Okay, this is where I don't know if this is where I stand, but this is where I'm gonna start from. I feel like well, okay, I did history for a year, so I know everything. But like as in I understand the beginnings of like modern politics to an extent, like from the matriarchy. That's another debate. As in from like, queens and kings and all that good shit to like well to be fair, this country's actually been not that bad. They've like kind of told them to stop doing so they stopped doing that shit like in the 17th century or some shit. And it's been mainly like somewhat politics. Like there's I'll say this much, the UK government is retarded, but world picture, not that bad. But you also take into consideration they fucked up a lot of the world, so they set the other worlds behind. Heh, that's rough. Anyway, what's to come? Oh, so okay. This is gonna be a very disjointed first podcast. Extremely disjointed, if I may say so. Does it matter if I move this? I wonder. Oh wow, because like I'm basically looking at myself. Well, you can see me looking at myself, right? But if I move it here, it's like the Mona Lisa, right? My eyes just follow you wherever you are. But that's weird having it there, and having it to my left is weird. Hmm. I'm like a fucking bird. Like if you actually move a bird, like this head fucking stays still. You are a genius, Robert. He's still not come to power. That's actually true. Realistically, he's gonna have to come into power. Realistically, he seems to be like, well, from what I hear, it seems like he's basically the Trojan horse to like the other candidate. Well, not the candidate, the vice president. And fuck, good luck to her as well, because I feel like Justin Timberlake at 8:30 EST, actor and COVID survivor Tom Hanks will host a primetime televised event in lieu of an official integral ball. Jesus, man, you've gone full retarded. You can't read anymore. It will feature musical performance from Demi Lovato, John Bon Jovi, Justin Timberlake, and other superstars. What the fuck? Dude, I'm not gonna lie, politics to an extent shouldn't have this. Why is everything a super televised event? Like, it should be, but it's almost the umbrella which is under that. It's fucking stupid. It's. I guess, well, okay, this is the perspective I come from. And this is from a perspective of someone that's somewhat actively, without want, fucked up their life. I feel like the government is not doing his job, basically. It basically should be a safety net slash, not tell people how to live, but like heavily advise, not heavily, but it's all optionary, but like provide information, man. Like that's what like, I don't even care about politics. Like that's what a government should be. It should be a body of knowledge so that you can live a productive human life. as in like from diet to medicine. Basically, a government should be just a super extended medical service, like NHS should take over the government. But what about benefits and stuff? That's where the government comes in. So the government will still take care of the benefits. Basically, make sure your people don't die. Make sure they're somewhat healthy so they can be somewhat productive members of their society. And that's kind of like there's more and we'll develop on it. Luckily for you, I'm crazy, so I already refer to myself in the third person. Like, but it's like yes, like what else do you need to do? But we of course we need superstars. I was gonna make the point politics should be boring. And to an extent, yes. It should be boring but approachable. But like the fact we're celebrating, oh my god, man, it's just so it's just so unnecessary. It's like America would really do anything for like a celebration. I swear down. I actually wrote this down a couple of days ago, which is a cool. It was a premise for a joke. It's just a premise for a joke, but like to be fair, we can develop it right now. America is just a fucking entertainment machine, right? I think we can all agree with that. It's just marketing set on 100, and it's a fucking cool country. Like as a comedy fan, all of my favorite comedy comes from there. But to be fair, what like I have two countries worth of reference. I've watched a bit of Romanian comedy. To be fair, we actually have some good comedy. Like there was this show called sorry, I'm just reading random stuff. There's the problem with the summary is like Amanda Gorman, the 22-year-old first National Youth Poet Laureate, became the youngest poet to perform it. Like that's so cool. That is so cool. I don't know. It's not that even I want to take it down. To be fair, does it belong at this? Is Does the world really become this like political? Am I over dramatizing it? Of course. We are listening to the ramblings of a madman. Madman or mad lad. I like mad lad, I'm not gonna lie. Mad lad. This YouTuber that I watch says it. And I am a fucking spawn of YouTube, especially since I came to this country. I can't even remember when I first like. Well, I was like what 8? I remember watching YouTube a little bit. I remember telling my mom about YouTube because it got probably like I've started watching since the beginning, but not even like properly because I had friends back then. Then I came to this country and I was all alone. So what did I do? I watched a lot of YouTube, dude, and it was in the good old days where you can actually like watch anything you want on YouTube. Like people would release movies in 8 different parts, 12. Yu-Gi-Oh! I watched the whole of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX on it. Even the subbed. Even fucking 5Ds, to be honest. Naruto. I watched Death Note. I used to watch Naruto on YouTube as well until I found Naruto Get. And Death Note. I watched Death Note on YouTube, didn't I? I watched most of Bleach on YouTube. And that was just me refusing to actually find websites. I realized this is very disjointed, and this is me getting my thoughts out in a very disjointed fashion, and it's making me realize how, as you can see, this erratic way of thinking is not good for productivity because I've been very zero productive. Hence, we're gonna structure this. Biden. So we're gonna go back to the argument. Basically, that yes, that's what a government should do. Just make productive human beings with the best use of science and like as little, enforcing as possible. We can't make fat people. We can't slap Snickers out of fat people's hands. Oh, and I was also making a point about America. Oh, the premise of the joke slash just the premise itself was America will do anything to entertain its people, which is fucking true. Like from war to this, like come on. He was on WWE. How can someone on WWE be president of the United States? Like it almost makes sense. That's the thing that's crazy about it. Like that's how fucking crazy the life is. And like this is why I like America. He was in WWE. He shaved Vince McMahon's hair. They competed on limos, those stretchy cars. We know what they're called, right? Limousines. That's a word I have not used for years. No, why would you even say limousine, right? But like, I remember watching that, like in Romania, watching Eurosport RO, just retardedness. Really, it was just pure retardedness. Why would anyone listen to this? To be fair, this is more for me right now to make me feel like I'm doing something. But yeah, you are in your own way. Good for you. Are there any like poets, poems? Using quotation marks. They can't tell me when she was born, but they can tell me her age. That's interesting. For unity and togetherness, those are two concepts I can get behind. As a future comedian, I this is another premise of a joke. Wait, I think I even wrote it down. Just because I don't think I. We're gonna have to edit that little part out. Most likely. I kind of needed that information, didn't I? Whatever. So comedy. These are just it's an acknowledgement of tragedy. That's in itself a concept. And the premise is I have to fix society. Otherwise, there's no use for me. I'm a comedian. I make jokes. I think witty mean shit to say. Poor people don't pay for that. And it's fucking true, man. Like, if everything falls like to the ground, how the fuck am I gonna be a comedian? Like, what the actual fuck? Who's gonna pay for me? Why would you pay for me? There's no logical reason to pay for a comedian when you can't feed your family. It just makes sense. But like, I don't think we'll go through something like that. Even if China takes over, if China takes over, the comedy will just become bad. It will. It really will. I would actually be very interested to see some like Chinese comics. That's an interesting concept in itself. Poems. You can buy them on Amazon. The Hill We Climb. Can I read it? Why? I understand, but like, can you just give me poems that I can write? I mean, read poetry. That makes a bit more sense, right? In this place. Oh, she's cute. Maybe I'll get to meet her one day. Who knows? In this place, an American lyric, Amanda Gorman, an original poem. There's a poem in this place, in the footfalls in the halls, in the quiet beat of the seats. It is here at the curtain of day where America writes lyric. You must whisper to say, there's a poem in this place. I don't understand what this shit is. What are you? Lisp. I have to lisp? Is that what it is? I have to lisp this whole poem? That feels funny. Okay, wait. Let's just rewind. Let's redo the whole poem again. It's because I'm thinking about the national insurance and blah 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 thing. Can people use that? Let's check. This is how I think. Why not? Can people? What? So others will use the details to send phishing. What does that mean? Like I know I'm a little retarded, but at the same time, they should know people are retarded. Really? Wait, can I move you? Well, that makes my life convenient. Thank you. Oh, it's an actual thing. Phishing is a cybercrime in which target or targets are contacted by email, telephone, or text by someone using a legitimate institution to lure individuals into providing sensitive blah blah blah. Okay, cool. So it's about luring people into giving away their private data. So others will use the details to send phishing emails containing viruses or scams to trick people into giving up their bank details. If they access your national insurance number, bank account details, or passwords, they can steal your entire identity, take loans out in your name, and turn your life upside down. Ooh. Well, when you hear it like that, right? Because in my head, I'm thinking, realistically, if I post this on YouTube, nothing's gonna happen. But at the same time, we don't want that to happen. So is the risk worth the laziness, basically? Hmm. How long? I mean, we can just stop it now and restart it. I don't really see what the beef is. How do you stop sharing? How do you? Okay. No, I don't want new share. Am I retarded? I'm actually retarded. Come on, man. Do. Stop video. Participants. New share. Pause. Pause share. Stop share. I'm not sharing my screen anymore. And we're gonna stop the recording.